What is going on, explorers, today? Whoa. Let me finish the intro.
I was doing the sound.
I know, but can I, get...
You do your thing.
Today, it's one of those days. But before I even get into that, let me go ahead and play the intro music. What is up, explorers? Before this episode begins, I just wanted to remind you guys, if you haven't already, make sure you check the link in the description below. Take you directly to our Patreon if you would like to support. You could support us for the low cost of a caramel ice cap from Tim Hortons. That's it. So if you'd like to support, make sure you go ahead, go to the Patreon link in the description below, and enjoy the episode. Peace.
Perhaps your skills do extend a bit farther than basketball.
Oops, that was... Anyways, as I was saying, my name is Dante. We are 𝓟There, and today we got a special guest in the building.
Can I go do yet?
Now you can.
Dante trying to censor me out here. I want y'all to know.
Yeah, I don't believe in free speech.
I'm gonna start calling him. What's that place?
What place?
I'm not gonna say it. The place we go there every week.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Kind of, but not really.
No, you never been.
I know enough without spilling the beans.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're hopping right into it. As you can see, this guy's currently on the IG.
I had to repost. I almost posted them in the wrong order.
Talk about it.
Listen, you gotta be psychoanalyzing shit.
Okay.
Hyper-analyze it.
Hyper-analyzing.
Don't. It's the details.
Mhm.
That small little adjustment may take you extra 10 minutes.
Yep.
It's worth it sometimes. Right?
Is it?
Even right now, moving the setup, you just did.
Yeah.
We're back 10 feet. And you're like, you know what? For some people, like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But I don't care. Let's just start.
But here's what I'll say, because before, when I didn't care, right, I was literally up against the wall.
Yeah.
But because I've been doing it every time where I don't care, each time I make sure to do something a little bit different. You know, I believe in that 1% better every day method.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like that too.
Just try and change a little bit. So, yeah, you're on IG. Like, what's with this?
Posted.
Let's talk about the strategy. You know?
The strategy is post. That's
okay.
That's the starting point.
Yeah.
It's Gary V's thing. I'm gonna put this on the floor. I'm gonna throw this so I don't.
Nah, just put it in your...
It's that's when my phone's all busted up.
I know.
No case, gang. Gary V's thing was document, don't create.
Okay.
So it's like the main thing isn't just like, oh, I gotta make this content all the time.
Yep.
Stuff to make.
Yep.
It's like you're already doing things. Just document that process.
Yeah.
The process of that final piece might turn into 5 posts instead.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You do that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I find that, especially when it comes to content creation, people, like you're saying, they will focus on the video, but not the documentation of the process.
Behind the video.
Right?
Which is sometimes more fun.
Well, it's not even that. It's like, if you're a woodworker, right?
Yeah.
You focus on doing the woodwork, and then you document that whole process. And like you're saying, if you document that process, you get 10 clips, 15.
Especially how IG's working now, know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's the part people want to see.
Exactly.
They want to see that, those behind the scenes.
They want to see the process.
They want to feel like it's not just an ad for the thing you did.
Mhm.
They're a part of it.
Well,
you know what I mean?
that is one of the things I've, been focusing on with like the other clients and stuff that I work on. Like that behind the scenes, that less formal aspect of it, I find really helps build brand connection. I find people connect where it's like, oh, I feel like I know this guy a little bit more than like a Walmart commercial, because it's like, oh, it's just his iPhone, or it's
so much personality in that.
Exactly.
Now I gotta walk over here.
Now he's got to go
I
grab his
I threw
iPhone.
it, but I'm not sure it posted before I threw it.
This guy's still.
I was like, I hate for it to sit there and not be posted. All right, it's posted. We out here. Okay, so when we did the last one of these,
Yeah, when was the last time we did?
what's your anniversary date for your show?
It's in February.
February what? Do you know?
I think it's... No, I
So
don't
it would have
know.
been February whatever,
Yeah.
not this one.
I know that I have the
But
date,
last year.
not off the top.
Last year at that time. Wasn't this February. It was the February before. Because me and LT came to your place.
Yeah, that was for year 1.
That was year 1?
Yeah, so that was 2020.
Oh, yeah, and you reposted it for year 2. That's what I'm remembering.
Yeah, so that was year 1. So that was 2 years ago. Can you believe that was 2 years? No.
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 You got chill.
What year are we in?
2023.
So this was 2022.
Okay.
Because I
so it was
started
last year.
in 20.
21? That makes sense.
No.
Is that when you moved to the mountain?
I moved to the mountain in 2020? 2021. Yeah.
You don't know.
I don't know. What year are we in? But regardless, we had a 1 year because the first one we did, it was like me, Matthias, and Mally.
Okay.
Right? And then so we did one back at 𝓟There's old spot. Like early, like
I'm fine with this position.
no, you're not. But we did an old episode at 𝓟There's old spot.
Yeah.
And then
At
since
his
then,
place near where James?
yeah, right
Okay,
under
that
where
spot.
James lived.
Yeah, right under James's house.
James
they don't know the address.
I know, but anyways, that spot, yeah. So we did an episode there, and then from then on, I've been kind of just building it. But it's, I think, 2 years, 2.5, I don't know.
And you've definitely like cranked it up this year.
Yeah.
How many? You're doing one a week. Damn,
Yeah,
right?
consistently, one a
Yeah.
week, 2 a week, depending on like what I feel like doing. Because one of the things about my podcast is that it's not really like it has to be an hour, it has to be this, that. Like, I have some episodes where it's just me reading like a chapter of a book or just, you know what I mean? So
What were you saying last week? When your buddy was here from the States, I forget what you were calling it, the Formless Podcast or whatever. You were like,
yeah,
like,
formless.
it's however you want to do it.
Yeah, it's the be water.
I like that
philosophy.
flexibility to it, that you could just be like, today I want to talk about the UFC thing yesterday.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
today I'm doing 3 hours with a guest.
Well, let me say something, because this is an idea that I think come across like so many times in just the career of like being online or on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like even in the early days of YouTube, you're so pressured to stay in one genre of video.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, well, I'm the reaction channel video, or I'm this video. But then it's like, if you're a creative person, to be like so limited to one style of video, it drives you
People
crazy.
get like obsessed with like results and that sort of stuff too. They're trying a bunch at the start, and then one thing catches, and they're
Yeah.
like, I just do this now. They're like, forget the other videos that aren't hitting the same. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna do my thing that's working, and they commit to.
I agree, they commit to what's working,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's also like the fans, right? Because depending on how you grow your fan base, if your fan base is only a one specific, I only like when you do these animations or whatever it may be,
Yeah.
then that's all they're going to want to watch you for. But if you're, the Formless Podcast, where the whole idea is that you're trying anything and everything out,
Yeah.
then that's what they'll be interested in, rather than just like the one
And
specific.
I think even if somebody has something that like catches, so you have a review that catches, and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna do reviews now.
Yeah.
If you throw those extra ones in between, you give the audience a chance to like dive deeper with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, where if you're just face out, I review this thing,
Exactly.
you know nothing about me, no personality.
Exactly.
And then you throw in an hour one after it.
Exactly.
You're not gonna get the same like return on it.
Yeah, you're not going to get the same
expect
connection,
views.
right? And that's another thing. Like, okay, you can be a review channel, and if you're only doing reviews, they might know, oh, well, he likes these kind of movies and da-da-da-da-da. But if you're like, if your podcast is also like, sometimes you do a movie review, sometimes you have a conversation, people are going to just have that deeper connection with you and you as a person.
That's
so.
where I talk about like artists all the time, of like, I'll like someone's music, but then when I watch like an interview or see
Yeah.
something about like the personality, that's when I become like a big fan of them.
Exactly. So what if your music is that kind of idea where you connect with them better in the interview? You get what I'm saying? Where it's like,
Louis Capaldi's an example of that for me. But you don't know, we did this last week. Louis
Yeah.
Capaldi's a singer from the UK.
okay.
He's kind of like an Ed Sheeran vibe to his.
Oh, was that the first
sonics.
guy you showed?
Yeah, it was the first guy I showed you last week.
Okay.
So he is like very like comedic in his interviews though.
Okay.
Which is not like his music at all.
Mhm.
His music's very much like ballads, like serious
What's his name?
songs. Louis Capaldi. Look him up. People at home may know him.
Does
but
he perform in like churches and? I don't know.
I
Anyway,
think so. I don't think
know
he does.
these
He
guys.
does stadiums. Like he's a big
No,
artist, but
yeah.
he he's very like tongue in cheek, like funny in his interviews. So
Yeah.
me and James talk about like liking his interviews way more than his music.
Yeah.
Like his music's good, but
Yeah.
it's just like not my genre.
Exactly.
But the interviews, it's always like spot on funny
exactly.
stuff.
And what if he never did the interviews? You know what I mean? Like,
or chose like reveal himself that way, right? Like you could just do the interviews and be like, oh no, I'm this serious artist. I have to stay serious.
Exactly.
And look at the fan base you might miss out on. then,
Exactly.
Right?
And so that was for me, like that was the thing. Like I hated like being so locked into like a look or like a specific sound. If you're a rapper, like, oh, I only write like I'm the baby. I only do this flow. You know,
I can't do a softer song. I can't do a slower beat.
I don't like to restrict myself in
I
that
don't like
way.
that
So
either.
my only restriction is no restrictions.
That's it. Do it all. And that's where
Do it all.
it was your anniversary. Now we're getting to my anniversary. of the
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
And that's what I wanted to do with like the radio. It was like interview these artists so they had a chance to like show a different side. Because
Exactly.
someone's IG story is like the best you're gonna get out of the most time of their personality.
Especially a local up and coming artist. Like these guys aren't getting radio time. Like that's another thing that's I think really cool about this opportunity that we have to be doing the radio shows. Like we get to give these guys their first time on the radio. Like, you know, get ready if you want to make it big. Like learn how to speak on the
That
radio.
was the main thing. Or
you
like
know?
have something in mind to come and talk about.
Mm.
If you had something where you're like, hey, if I told this story,
Yeah,
people might be more interested in me.
yeah,
And I feel like I haven't. There's been some occasions where people do have that story or this behind the scenes part of the song.
yep.
But nobody really comes with like an agenda of
Yeah.
this is what I want to. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they'll come answer the questions and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool. And I'm gonna mess with you. I'm gonna screw around.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yes, sir. Keep the pot cool.
yeah,
Just
yeah. Keep it
pot
cool.
and
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
But I've rarely have seen someone come with like their story in mind of what they're gonna come and tell.
So okay, so I mean, as this is the 1 year anniversary, looking forward, like, is that something you want to start seeing more of, like people coming in, like, you know, I came from this, I got this coming up, like,
Yeah, come with an agenda of how you're gonna make people fall in love with you. You know what I mean? Like not just my songs coming out.
yeah,
My songs coming out, it works, and that's where I was saying like, let's not make the whole interview about my songs coming out tomorrow.
yeah.
We'll talk about something else and then plug that in between.
Yeah.
That's not how you're gonna catch people.
yeah, exactly.
You're not gonna catch people with my songs coming out ad.
And I don't think like you might catch them with the one song, but like you're saying, if they like you as a person, they're gonna listen to your songs regardless of the song.
Much higher chance.
Yeah.
Right? Like people, and that was the whole thing you were saying as far as people's first radio play. It's like that was what I liked about it was that most of these local, even the other CFMU shows for the most part, aren't playing like new local stuff.
Yeah.
And even like the first show, I was like, I'm only playing local.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had to lean off that because there's only so much local I can play that's
Yeah.
at the right level.
Yeah.
be playing.
Eligible.
So you like zoom in my face? There's lots that makes it.
Hey, there's only so much that's audible.
There's lots that makes the cut, but that's not the only thing. Right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I like being people's first play because I'm just like, might be some people's last play too.
Ooh, that's a good point.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I might be the only radio that pays attention to you.
That is very true. Like some people could have been their first and last, because, you know, some people, I find that they, you know, they commit to something for a couple of months and they disappear, then they come back, or you know what I mean? But do you find that you've kind of noticed that, having done the radio, where it's like some dude, yeah,
Definitely, there's like a lack of consistency with like releases.
yeah,
And at this level, you're not gonna catch people's attention with 2 songs a year. You're just not going to.
yeah,
So I didn't even originally. I just thought of that now of it being people's last play. Like that was
yeah.
that was not, that was a bar.
I know it was a bar.
But nothing against people having like chapters in their lives of being like, I only did this for a
Yep.
short period of time.
Yep.
But if I can be like if I'm the peak in your story of like I got to go on the radio and my song got played, I was
Yeah.
like, I'm glad to be that. But step it up. Let's not have it be that. No,
Yeah, obviously, because that's
I
not.
don't want
you
to change tones like I'm trying to be nice. I'm not trying to be nice.
No, I get it. Like, you know, keep working at your stuff. Like, don't just, you know, your only aspiration to get one radio play. Like, why is it not get 10, get 100? You
Yeah,
know, get 30 people out to a show. Speaking of shows, are we plugging that? Are we in it?
Ooh, you want to get into shows?
Can
See,
we enough?
this is another exact same thing of opportunities. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
The radio show being your chance to like come out and make an impression.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're trying to do with the spitter get off the box.
Yeah.
With the little exclusives.
The little exclusive. I don't have an exclusive bunch.
What do you got dropping?
I can't hear that one.
It's some.
Yeah, little exclusive. No.
You're not gonna say it's the third one though.
Yeah, I know. We don't know which Monday it is.
The Monday after Art Crawl.
So I don't want to give out too much
No.
details about the little exclusive,
No,
only
it's
because
exclusive.
I like the exclusivity of it. I like the big question mark in your face. You know what I mean? Like
What's it
it's just
gonna
like
be?
a question mark stamp.
What's it gonna be?
Yeah.
But they tell you one thing.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna want to see it.
You're gonna want to see. You're gonna want to be a part of it. You're gonna want to be there.
Beyond watching it, you're gonna
Yeah.
wanna, this room's gonna be.
What room? I don't know what
Nah.
you're talking about.
I don't know. I can see it.
No, I don't.
I can see it.
But like we're saying, events out in the city, like within the city. Yeah, come through. What's up? Oh, okay.
This fucking guy. Hey, you want to take a shot of tequila while you're in here? Yeah, look, there's tequila. No, I mean whiskey. Boo. Good.
Good for you.
Save me.
But like we're saying, like just trying to get out, like out of your comfort zone, like perform, like get a show going or get on the radio, and don't just one and done. Okay, that's the milestone. I can retire now.
You
know
gotta try to do like above and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I won't, without giving away the show,
Mm-hmm.
the stuff that we're gonna have the artists doing
Yeah.
in pre-promotion for those shows
Okay.
is gonna be stuff, in my opinion, we'll see. Some may have.
Yeah.
They've never done before.
Yeah.
They've never done this type of promotion
Mhm.
for their own things.
Yeah.
So I want it to also be like, it's a tool. Take these things we're showing
Yeah,
you and use it in your own, know what I mean?
Legit, yeah.
For your own project.
Legit.
Don't just, who was I talking about it yesterday with? I can't remember. I think it was K-Triggs, but it was.
Shout out K-Triggs.
Yeah, shout out K-Triggs. The spam sending the link to your song to everyone
Mm-hmm.
is not promoting your
It's
song.
not it.
You are probably making more people dislike you than like you.
100%. I got one of those in my inbox,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I don't even want to listen to this anymore.
Like, spam emails?
Yeah.
People familiar with spam emails?
Yeah.
Or even when a telemarketer calls.
Exactly.
That's the energy.
Exactly.
You're giving telemarketer.
It's giving
Yeah,
hang
that's what I
up
was trying to do.
immediately.
You're
It's
giving-
it's giving air duct cleaning.
Yeah. It's giving where I pick up and just start. Perfect. It's gonna make the jokes hit better.
I know, right? Honestly, I haven't been using it that much throughout the podcast, only because it's more of sometimes it's serious, but I have it
for
there just
comedic effect.
yeah.
I'm
Sometimes
hitting
I
dead
click
air
it.
sometimes in that radio station.
I know. Well, we have the thing is we can set up the buttons. We keep talking.
I'll say stuff to some of the guys and they'll just get it.
I
Just get a
know.
blank face back.
I know. Well, has it? Okay, so going back to the radio, just real quick, having started like interviewing a lot of these artists over the past year, like, is there some things that were like you didn't really expect to happen, like some sort of conversations, like are people quieter than you like?
Yeah, there's a couple. I didn't expect when Endy's came through. He had very like good advice for people struggling with like drug and like mental illness.
Okay.
Like, as far as like
Yeah.
the mindset of this may be harder to overcome than just you alone. You know what I mean? Like that you may have to like reach out and that
Yeah.
those services are there.
Yeah.
Because I think like BetterHelp or like the suicide hotline type stuff that gets like overly promoted
Yeah.
may not be where people are like at. You know what I mean?
No,
To promote
yeah.
the suicide hotline might not be the like extreme of where
Yeah.
someone's at
Yeah.
needing help.
Yeah.
So this like 10 steps back
Yeah,
from
yeah,
that,
yeah.
you don't hear about. You know what I
That
mean?
is so
Like,
true. You only hear it when you're at the like
this
at that level.
breaking point. That's not.
But like from levels like 1 to 3, you could be like, "Hey man, like let's go grab a beer." Or, you know what? It's
Just even how he taled about it was like.
well, actually,
reach
maybe
out
not
to
beer,
these-
depending on who you are. But
Depends on what you're trying to get at. When he was like, that he could reach out to this, it was like go to the hospital and be like, this drug, this thing is
Yeah.
affecting my day-to-day life.
yeah,
And like they'll set you up with an overwhelming amount of like resources
yeah,
that if you don't commit to, they're not going to help you. But
Yeah.
it's that it's there. Know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it is available.
That
So
is very
I
true.
didn't expect that.
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say one more good didn't expect before I say the bad one.
Okay.
I didn't expect. What did I not expect Tyrex that time? No, I expected Tyrex.
Oh,
I expected him to go off that time. So I can't even say that. What else didn't I expect? I didn't expect. Who was that one that I have on the tip. Park said, he thought I was reading off a teleprompter last week.
Oh,
When I was
really?
answering his questions, 'cause I'm like, I'm trying to think of. He's like,
Yeah,
are you reading some
yeah,
shit? Like,
yeah.
that's what I was doing the same thing. I can't say another good one that I didn't
Okay.
expect.
Well, let's do the bad one, and then you might think of a good one.
I didn't expect the neo-Nazis or whoever
Oh,
the hell came through there.
that was
They weren't that bad. But
Yeah.
I didn't. Not that I was fooled, but when I reached out to both of them prior, the tone was very much, we're not on that mindset. It was like when I said to, I'm not going to even give energy to names.
Yeah.
When I reached out to the first person, someone said your posts were transphobic.
Yeah.
They sent me a post back. I'm like, this is the only thing I could think of that they may have seen.
Yeah.
And it was very much not that.
Yeah.
So then it seemed like, oh, this person may be just jumping to a flash reaction. What they sent me was a video of a drag queen talking to a kid, and the story was that, like, the tone of the post was that kids didn't need to be, like, learning about this at this age.
Okay,
So when I
gotcha.
saw that, I was like, that's not a
Yeah.
hot take. That's
Yeah.
not. I was
Yeah.
like, that's a regular thing.
Okay.
I was like, cool. Then I messaged other dude.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, that's not me. My sister's lesbian. I'm da-da-da. And I went, cool, bet. Y'all want
on
to
the
come
show.
dismiss it.
Yeah.
Then we get there.
Yeah.
Different energy.
The only thing I will say, because I can't say that was not expected, but the very specific targeted backlash.
Yeah, I think it was I didn't expect if you were coming on to, like, it was like they were coming on to do like a
Like a
PR
damage control.
damage control,
Yeah.
exactly. To, like, resolve the situation.
Yeah.
But when you came through, that wasn't the energy.
Yeah, they came
The
and
energy
doubled
was
down.
like, I'm gonna go 10 toes on this topic. I am anti all this ish.
And that was unexpected.
That was the unexpected part.
Yeah.
I expect you to try to clean it up.
That's interesting.
I want to get booked for gigs.
Yeah, that is true.
I would have tried to clean it up.
True.
So that's what I didn't expect with it. That was probably the most unexpected one.
Well, for me, even though that was unexpected,
Yeah.
like I said, the specific backlash that we received, like, it was so big. It was like a ginormous mountain. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I see what you're doing.
just got like a huge amount of backlash.
You know what?
For no reason.
Some people are, like, overly stoned, and you know,
That is true.
you know, there could be some confusion.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the products that are out there nowadays.
Yo, those products that are out there, like
Some
the
of them are
masala munch, bro.
Some of them are 0 out of 7. No? Some of them are 0 out of 7. You know, you get your whole age twisted up.
Yo.
I don't want to spend too much time giving
Yeah.
energy to.
But I honestly, I
Those
didn't
characters.
expect that, only because it was almost like, hey, explorers, Dante here. Just wanted to remind you guys, if you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and click the Patreon link in the description below if you would like to support. Could support the Patreon for the low cost of a caramel ice cap from 𝁟There. So if you like to support the message, the platform, the page, go ahead and click the description below. Back to the episode. It was like, it wasn't really part of the topic.
See, that backlash didn't even. I will talk on that more. Their initial backlash. Wes Gray came out.
Oh, okay.
He said, He said, no, I'll do names for that part. He said that he did whatever and removed them from the group.
Okay.
Then the anger was at me for allowing him to say that, which makes no sense to me.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fact that you're mad at me because he said it.
Yeah.
I don't control what he says. I don't
So,
make his story
so you're
up.
saying that the backlash wasn't even really part of that?
No,
initial-
no.
it
that
led in.
that was part 2. That was just like
The-
that was you you thought you were fighting the war or something. Know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But the initial thing
Yeah.
is because I let him say that.
True.
It's live.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut the clip. That's the main thing. Don't come out to the goddamn radio show and say some shit you don't want on Instagram.
It's on the radio, like
fucking live.
People forget what the radio is. Like,
fucking
at least
live.
this is a podcast.
It's
We're
not
not
up
live
first.
streaming.
But I wouldn't come here and say some shit. I'm not gonna be like afterwards, like, hey Dante, can you cut this whole part?
Well, like no. I went through the podcast we did when my friend was here.
Yeah.
And I forgot the part where you gave the example on your phone. Do you
So you
remember?
left that in there?
I was right about to export it, and I'm going through. I'm like, oh!
Did you take that out?
I didn't take it out.
It was blurred. You couldn't see
It's
it.
blurred.
It was
thing is-
Margot Robbie. in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes. But the thing is, this is supposed to be for YouTube. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
luckily
yeah.
for me,
I forgot about that part too.
right? The camera was on manual focus,
Yeah.
so even though you want it to screen, it's still blurry.
Blurry.
But I still have to blur it out.
You could tell it was a nude body.
Like I'm getting griefed.
What you
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
do. It's
Yeah.
what you gotta do. Okay?
But this is the thing, like you're saying, if you want to say something, you know, and you're on radio, you know what I mean? Like, be mindful of that. Like, don't be like, oh, can you take this out after you already said it live on air? Like,
I've had it at least 5 times where people have hit me up afterwards.
really?
That's not a huge number for a
Yeah,
for 50
for a
episodes.
year, yeah.
5 times people hit me up afterwards and be like, don't include that part.
Yeah.
In some occasions, it hasn't. It's been that I've posted it, and
True.
then they got the extra backlash, and they went, "Hey, can you remove that?"
Okay.
And I went, "Okay, that's one thing."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Sure, you're seeing the negative like repercussions of it." But
Yeah.
there's other parts people just like do it right away. It's like you'll leave, and then it's like you were just saying it to like be funny
In the
room,
moment, yeah.
But now you're like, "Oh, oops!" Right?
Yo, that moment, yeah, don't, yeah. That's
So starting next week for episode 50, because now we'll be uploading straight to YouTube, there will be release forms.
hey.
You sign the release form.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. I mean,
it. Don't-
that's part of
Don't
being
DM
on the
me
radio.
afterwards, boo-hooing.
Low key, I should get release forms for the
You
podcast
should
as
get
well.
release forms,
Yo,
'cause
send
then
me that
nobody
release
could-
form.
Nobody can come back. ChatGPT is gonna make it for me.
Yeah, I know, right? I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, why am I asking this guy?
Yeah. So let's talk about that, Dante.
Yeah.
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
How have you been utilizing it thus far?
ChatGPT has been interesting for me, only because,
I want exact examples.
well, so this is literally what I was about to say. I think I have just a slight edge over most people on when it comes to ChatGPT, only because I studied a little bit of programming.
Nice.
Right? So, like, unless you're a programmer, obviously you would understand more. But I think one of the things that's really helped me is to think like a programmer in trying to get the specific outputs that I want.
Yeah.
Right? So I start with the specific output and then I build the prompts out that way.
That makes sense.
And it's interesting only because sometimes even when you try and like break it down, it still won't come out exactly how you want it, but can't do much about it.
I read this thing the other day, and it was along the lines of like people are threatened that ChatGPT and AI and all these things are going to take jobs.
Yeah.
And they're like, this resource is not going to take jobs from you. What's going to take jobs from you is the person who knows how to use it.
Well,
It was like-
yeah, because you need the person
You
to
need
operate
person to
the
So
thing, right?
If you sit back and go, "Oh my God, I don't want to put any power into this because it's gonna be too useful."
Yeah.
It's like the person who's using it is the one who's really benefiting, right?
Well, exactly. It's like, oh, I don't want to switch to cars because my horse, and then now everyone's got cars and they're driving around. Like, you're gonna be the one dude still on a horse.
It's like when you were in high school and the teachers be like, "Oh, don't rely on the calculator. You're not always gonna have the calculator." Guess what?
We always have calculators.
Yeah.
You know, what I
It'd be
mean?
like, "Don't rely on the flashlight." We have a flashlight now too.
The thing is, I will say
Yeah. And
there has been power outages, so we might not
true.
always have calculators.
That's
We
true.
might not always have flashlights. Solar powered flashlights.
that
I
point-
don't know. Who knows?
if we gotta go caveman style, like
Yeah.
if we got no power, I got bigger
Tune
fish.
into
I
the
got
podcast if we go caveman
I
style.
got bigger fish to fry than not being able to do math if we go out of power.
I know, right?
I got
It's true.
bigger concerns than math.
That's
at
so
that point.
true.
I'm gonna need to figure out my fridge.
I know.
I like my water cold. Let's just start.
You're still gonna have to do. I need 2 more apples in here.
just start at water. Like, I just like water cold. So then from there, like
Yeah.
everything's downhill.
Yeah, no, but no, ChatGPT has been, you know, an interesting thing. Like, even for me, like, you know, we spoke about it. I've been like a little bit reserved on it. Like, I only go on it here and there. But like I said, like, it's for specific
I
reasons.
think
Like,
once you start using it too, and you realize that like I'm replacing Google with it essentially. Unless I'm trying to find a website.
Yeah.
If I'm just looking for information,
Yes.
I'm asking ChatGPT.
Is that what you've been doing? Have you been asking it?
I've been using it for less than 24 hours.
Oh, really? What have you been doing?
I signed in yesterday. What did I look up?
Yeah.
I looked up why is Tiny Desk concerts so successful.
Mm.
I threw my phone.
Yeah. What time is it?
I'll give you the Yeah, we'll end soon.
Yeah,
2
we got like
minutes
2
here.
more minutes.
So, 2 more minutes. I'm gonna read you what I typed into Chat GBT.
Yeah, let's
earlier
see your
today.
prompts.
So this is what I did. I finally got it to work to sign up. It kept telling me my phone number was a landline. I was like, I'm holding it.
Yeah.
Not a landline. I said, why is NPR Tiny Desk so successful? It gave me
Paragraphs.
6 points in a recap on why it was successful.
Mm-hmm.
I said, how can I record a live performance similar to NPR Tiny Desk with a low budget? It gave me examples that kind of were emphasizing its first points.
Yeah.
So it was like, this is what they're doing.
Mhm.
This is how you
Can kind of do it.
this is how you emulate it in your own version. Then I said, what would be the best way to record the audio for this kind of performance?
Yeah.
It gave me my list, and I didn't do anything further because I was in a hurry.
Yeah.
The endpoint it gave me was really good. It said, remember to always listen critically and make adjustments as needed.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that goes back to the thing I said at the start of hyper analyze the stuff.
Yeah.
And then make those. You know what I mean? Make that adjustment. Don't not do it.
Yeah.
It's do the thing.
Yeah.
And make the changes as you're doing it.
Well, yeah, and this is the thing. People will see that little thing that they shouldn't do or don't want to do, but they should do it. And this is why I said for me, it's an iterative thing, right?
Yeah.
This whole process to me is iterative. So every time I'm like, what's one thing that I can improve on? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to ignore those things to improve on it is
I think the best note it gave me, which seems like a no-brainer, but the fact that it spit it back out at me was do a test run.
yeah.
Even when I was working on this post no comment thing
Yeah.
right here, I did the first version and I was like, this is done, I'm finished.
Yeah.
And I went over it and I was like, 2 of these need to change. It's doing that rough one goes a long way.
It goes exactly. So
When you're
imagine
trying
you
to
do
the main one when
30 rough drafts. I mean, not to say you should be drafting because that takes a lot of
that
time.
level, yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
it's the idea of it doesn't go be one take Drake.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? You could
Yeah.
make the adjustment.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
think that was its best note for me.
Yeah.
To be test it out.
Mm-hmm.
Try the thing first.
Test it
You
out.
know what I mean?
Try it out.
Come on, do it.
Do it.
That's Gary Vee saying. He's like, go fail. He's like, in your 20s,
Yeah.
he's like, go do all the issue that you think you might want to do, so you can either fall in love with it or rule it out. See, I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
I am doing that.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of shit to do.
We got a lot of shit to do.
So we gonna come back for another 20 or half hour later.
Yeah, we got to come back because we got a lot of shit to
We
do.
got shit to do. We gotta go to the radio. We
Yep.
gotta cut clips, post shit.
Yep. You got to stay on top of the ball.
I was gonna say something wild for you, Charlie. Cut clips, post shit, suck dick.
Whoa.
Whoa, just
Whoa.
kidding. Gay as fuck. Remember?
All right. Anyways.
Gay as fuck, don't they?
Yeah,
Gay
this
as
is
fuck.
we'll come back. We're gonna do a part 2 because we got shit to do. Until then, I'm not gonna play the outro music because this is
a midway.
Yeah, this
we'll
is
be
midway.
back. Gay as fuck later. No.
Stay tuned for these words from our sponsors.
Are we live, Dante?
We live.
We-
Part 2, baby.
We back.
We back.
They tried to stop us. They can't stop us.
Well, we tried to stop ourselves, but we didn't stop ourselves.
Actually, no, because we were gonna do the part 2, and then we are like, hey, yo.
No, we
It's
said
late.
we would do it. And it's being done right now.
That's a good mentality. I like that.
Right?
Since then, my eye got fucked up.
I know, right? It's crazy how things can change. When was this? 1 week ago?
Consistency.
Consistency?
Was that Thursday? No, it was Thursday prior, right?
Last Thursday.
Yeah. No.
Come
yeah.
true. What's up? You can
Doing
come
the
through.
thing.
We're doing a little thing.
Doing you live studio audience.
Yeah.
Speaking of live studio audiences,
Are we hopping in?
yeah. Let's
I
go.
mean, we did kind of announce it as I was going through
there's some teasers in there.
some teasers. All right, go ahead. Spill the beans. Would you like a microphone?
This Monday,
All right, you keep spilling the beans. Let me grab another microphone.
you do your thing. I'm gonna tell them. I gotta pull up the phone. This Monday, one of the best MCs in Hamilton will be performing a Tiny Desk-esque performance at dopechief Studios. We're here right now for the open house. We out here. 𝓁 will be performing in a little exclusive concert here in the studio on Monday. Monday, 7:30.
What's the date? Already the full date.
The full date is whatever Monday is. I don't know these things. June 12th. June the 12th. This footage ain't gonna make it out by June 12th. Dante, they gonna see this footage for June 12th? Like, fuck they are. Depends on if Derek cuts the clip or not. Shout out Derek.
Shout out Derek. No.
Shout out Derek and the Young Boys.
All right. I'm waiting on my boy because he's still reviewing his episode.
Damn. No shout outs to the dentists. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. You skip it for now? Yeah, do it. Drop us tomorrow.
Somewhere over here. This is gonna be the craziest.
Angle.
Well, not only angle, but
Dynamic.
it's still recording.
We back. Oh yeah, see that's fun. I like that. This is like a radio episode now when I'm moving their camera and shit all the time.
All right, keep going. So you spilled the beans.
Told him 𝓟There Monday, a little exclusive concert, Tiny Desk-esque live studio audience at dopechief Studios. Alicia knows 𝓟There.
Yeah, Alicia has a microphone now. Go ahead
I
and
have a
introduce yourself
microphone
to
now.
that
Oh.
camera over there.
I have a microphone now, and yeah, 𝓟There's great. What do you want me to? What do you like about 𝓟There?
You were at 𝓟There's show at the Well
Yes.
because of me.
Yeah.
Because I said go there. There's a
Wait,
show
did
going
I?
on. Yeah.
Because of you?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
I was
Oh,
promoting
wow.
the show because Smoothie was performing. No, LT was
I
performing.
also just go to the Well.
I was promoting it. It's June. We're going to let you have that one.
just-
But you were just there because of that. Because there was a great hip-hop show going on.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't never give the credit to hip-hop.
No.
Always got to be
Wait,
something else.
what is that show called? That one is that the Birdcage?
The
one?
Birdcage, yeah.
The Birdcage, yeah.
I
It was
believe it's
great.
the
Loved
the
it.
the last Sunday
Did you say
in
what? Did you hear what he
of the
said?
month, every month. He said free Kanye.
Come
You
true,
wanna join?
come true.
We got our microphones. Say something. Tell them we're on time.
They suck.
Whoa.
That's,
So
that's with the love. She loves us.
we're here live at the Dope Chief's open house, the Dope Chief Studio open house. How's it been for you so far?
So fun. It was a bit stressful this morning. I came in way too
That been
fucking late.
stressing me out.
Oh my god! Remember there was the crazy Spanish music playing. We were
Yeah,
like,
yeah. No, what I
sweating
call
and
it, I
hustling.
can't remember. It was there was Speedy Gonzalez theme music playing. It was like you're trying to get ready.
Brody's like sweating.
It remind
He's
me
like,
of before the radio show when it used to be the classical.
Yeah,
It'd be like, we'd be trying to get ready with the cameras and it'd be like dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun 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 dun
just
dun
to, like,
dun
get you
dun
in,
dun
like,
dun
the-
dun.
holy
Yeah, it'd be so
shit.
hectic.
Try to not
Yeah.
be stressed.
That's intense.
That's what that music was like.
That's what it was like. That's what it was fucking like. But it all came together. Hung up everything. Looks
You
great.
got here too late. I got here too early.
Okay, yeah, but I also had to run a couple errands and I had to go for people.
I ain't slept since 1 p.m. yesterday.
Jeez.
24 hours. What time is it?
You've been up for 24 hours?
I've
You're
been
an
up
animal.
for 24 hours and 7 minutes. Actually, no, I would have woke up before 1.
He's got crazy
I've
eyes.
been I got crazy eyes. I need a damn eye patch or some shit. You should definitely let it
delirious.
rest.
Yeah.
like,
Definitely get some rest.
it's got a twitch now. You know?
He's gonna start hallucinating soon.
Every half hour it does a little like reboot. Yeah.
So one of the questions that I've asked the other people that have come on today so far is, I want to get your opinion. Do you think life is coincidence or manifestation?
Like, holy shit, that's heavy as fuck. Life, if it's a coincidence or a manifestation.
Free Kanye Von.
I think manifestation.
Okay.
I'm all about manifesting.
Okay.
I think that's a reality for me anyway.
Nice.
And I never used to believe in that. I was an atheist since I was like a very young kid because of an incident that happened in my family.
Yeah.
And
Shout out to family.
But then hard times came upon me, and then I started like asking for things, just asking for things, and then they would just start coming to me. And I just kept being like, I know that I am meant for something better. I know I'm meant for something better. And I just would say that, and just in like the worst time of my life, and then it would just, I kept manifesting. It kept coming to me, kept coming to me. You have to do that. You have to keep thinking about what you want, and it'll come to you.
It will.
I think
believe
that keeps you on
totally.
task for doing something as well. Like beyond it, like being in the universe. It's like if you wake up every day and you're like, I'm gonna be the greatest basketball player ever.
Yeah.
You're gonna spend the rest of your day.
Yo, words are
doing
magic. You're
minor
putting the
things,
magic
right?
words out into the fucking universe. Will make it happen.
But it keeps you on task too, right? Like
Yeah.
beyond the magic, you're like, I'm now a little more focused on that if I'm thinking about it every day.
I like it's magic.
Just magic?
I think
Yeah.
it's magic. I know I have this
I'm not giving
conversation-
magic all my fucking hard work. I'll tell you that
I know
much.
I have this
No,
conversation with dopechief, and because I keep saying it's fucking magic. He's like, no, it's not. 'Cause
I'm
he's,
not letting
like,
the
very-
stars take credit for all the shit I do.
Yeah,
Well,
I've been up
isn't-
for
hold
24
on.
hours.
Hold-
Magic got nothing to do with
But
it.
hold on,
It's chaos.
isn't magic just science we don't understand yet, Brody?
Oh,
Ain't no science going on here.
Yeah.
Look at
You-
me. Do I
there's
look
no
like science is involved.
Is your body not there? Is that not science? Is that not biology,
You're not
Brody?
even here. What's
I
the?
didn't say that.
Do you see the clip online where it's like the young kid and the dad goes, "How do you know this isn't a simulation?"
Yeah,
right now?"
yeah.
And he walks over and he slaps him. They should have extended that clip. Now you know the
Yeah.
clip like ends right
Yeah.
before the dad kicks the shit out of that kid.
Yeah. No, it's true. But I do believe, like, whatever is out there outside of the science, I'm just calling it magic, or you can still consider it science. You know what I mean? But I do believe, like, what you're saying when you start speaking these things, and we go about this all the time, like, yo, watch how you speak to yourself about these projects, or like,
Don't say it's not gonna work.
don't say it's not gonna
Yes.
work. Things like that. We say
I
it
am
this.
so even if it's superstitious,
Yeah.
I'm like, don't say that. Don't put that out there.
There's a thing like if
Just
you're about to race somebody and you go or whatever in a sports game battle,
Yeah.
go sports, and you start by being like, "Oh, you're so much better than me. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna beat you."
Yeah.
You are not gonna beat them. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like you've already lost before it's
Exactly.
even started.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You got to go in with a winner's mentality.
Exactly.
Kobe.
100%. You got to go in with the manifester's mentality.
Kobe.
Kobe.
I don't know if Kobe manifested, but he
He
shot
definitely
a lot of threes.
No, but I remember one of his things. I was watching an interview, or he talks about he would sign a contract with himself. So like how you're saying, oh, I gotta wake up and I need to do this
Yeah,
and
there's like holding yourself responsible.
Exactly. So he would literally write a contract to himself, and he's like, oh well, I gotta stick to the contract. I signed this, even though it's to myself, but
At least you're like holding yourself to it. Jim Carrey did a similar thing where he wrote himself a check for I think it was like
Oh, I
$1
heard
million,
about that. Yeah.
and it like expired in 5 years or something like that. And then from that time forward, he did like The Mask and Dumb and Dumber and something else, and he could like cash the check.
That's
I mean, it
sick.
was like
Yeah.
he met the requirements of what he was
Yeah.
trying to do.
I write lists every few months of things I want to accomplish
Yeah.
within the next 3
I
months.
find doing like lists, you won't
and
get,
they all come true always.
it's like not
it
get
always-
distracted from other things too, right? Because
Yeah.
new ideas could come along, and you're like, oh, it's like I joked earlier, like some artists and different things. Like it's like I'll chase every car that goes by. And I mean, it's like, oh, there's an idea. Let me
Yeah.
see where that one leads, and then
Yeah.
you're just scrambled. Nothing actually gets accomplished. You know what I mean? You have to get these deadlines met.
Yeah, and that's a good point. Like refreshing your ideas or going back to them like consistently is also part of like I guess the manifestation, because like you're saying, if you just go from one idea to the next, you never actually give one idea to you never give time to one idea to grow
To actually
enough
be something.
to be something. If you just
grand.
go from one to one to one, whereas if you spend like 3 months thinking about it, tweak it here, take a break, and then come back at it, you're still having that idea grow.
exactly.
So
Dope's got a good line on it. He talks about like if he starts a bunch of projects at once, he's like he'll come back to them and see which one has like the potential to actually like continue. You know
Yes,
what
I
mean? It's like,
remember.
not
Yeah.
every one of them will get like finished. It'll just be like whatever one has the most like merit to get finished. Sometimes it's the one that stands out to get that final product. But he starts most on like 7 paintings at one time a night, so that's like a couple gonna die. we're not gonna give him all that. We're gonna go. I'll give him that once my eye gets better.
Yeah, why don't you talk about your work, Brody? About your little artworks going on over
Oh,
there.
talk about artwork.
Yeah, why
I
don't you
got
talk
the-
about it?
Y'all should come buy the Jesus one. That's all I'm gonna say.
buy it.
I don't want to sell it.
Oh,
Yeah, come buy it.
What and why did you decide to do the what is it, like a 9-panel one from it's Dave, right?
yeah,
the show?
Dave.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do
what
more of
inspired
that
you to
one.
do that? Why did you do that?
I really liked that scene. I
Yeah.
don't know if have you seen the scene?
No, but I want to see it because I really like Andrew Santino when he's in the show.
Yeah, he's
And
really funny in the show.
Yeah,
too.
so I feel like I should check it out. He was talking about it on his show.
No,
Oh,
I
Whiskey
liked
Ginger.
it already, and it's like they're back and forth. They have like Jack Harlow kind of plays like the cooler, a little bit douchier guy than Dave, Lil Dicky.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like he has that like tone where it's like he's not fully trying to like be a dick, but he doesn't like Dave. You know what I mean? So he's he's saying lines that are to like do little digs at him.
Like kind of
you
like
could tell like
backhanded comments.
yeah, there's enough like lightheartedness to it that he doesn't really fucking doesn't care about the guy. You know what I mean? Just doesn't like him just enough. But I'm gonna do more of them because I drew their hair and I was like, this is the best thing for like doodle drawing because it's just curly ass hair. You know what I mean? So it just
So is it gonna be more Lil Dicky and Tyler Hero or what's his name?
Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow.
Tyler the Hero. Did you say?
Well, he has a song Tyler Hero or something.
Oh, true. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna do every cameo on Dave. Mark my words.
It's already
hold
marked.
myself accountable.
It's been marked.
I'm gonna do every
clip.
good cameo. All the big
No, you said all of them.
all of them. I'm doing all the cameos.
He's gonna be up for 80,000 hours now.
9 panels each. I'm doing all the cameos.
Oh no! I was just talking about how great
We were
your,
talking smack about you.
how great you are, and all your paintings, and how it's amazing that you can do like 800 paintings at once.
You should talk more about how good I am at golf.
No, wait.
So,
I was gonna mention some. Wait, I got
Dopechief's
some.
a pro,
There's a reason.
and Brody's a
Go
water
ahead.
hazard.
Go ahead. Go ahead. There's a reason he will not cut this footage of him throwing tequila at me because he's waiting for the lawsuit.
I'm waiting for the eye to heal so I know I'm in the
Oh
Yeah. We've asked for the. He sent the hole-in-one footage in like 5 minutes.
Oh, the off the tree one.
No, different footage.
I actually
Oh, you got a
Edited
hole in one.
That had segues.
that clip
There
made
was
me laugh
transitions.
so hard. Oh my god! Just the zoom in on you. Cut the clip.
Even you did the screen drop.
I didn't like 2 seconds.
So fucking and yeah, I want to see this tequila footage.
Yeah, everybody wants to see the tequila clip.
You know, it's always like, me too, me too.
actually
I
do
hate
too.
it.
Let's get that footage
Not
though.
even that, just anytime.
We need the footage though. I want
In
to.
a week, when
When I could see or not see, like one way or the other, like.
I'll be like,
Yeah, you know, if by next week I can't see, like my attorney will hit you up for the footage. It'll be all right.
My
You don't have to worry
attorney.
about it.
Oh my
I
god.
know it's 10 times better.
Oh yeah, it is better.
I mean, it still looks terrible.
There's it's not the same hurt as before. I think it's healing. I think it's healing. No, I didn't sleep last night. So like it doesn't. There's no like pain in it anymore. But it's got,
Yeah,
like,
that's
a
because
weird-
you're not awake.
There's a weird twitch.
He said there's no pain.
I know. There's no pain anymore, only darkness.
There's only by tomorrow. These might be my last pieces. Know what I mean? Might be the last thing I see.
See on the green.
Oh, is it that done?
Oh, is it time? Do we gotta wrap this
done.
up? It's
There's
time to
a
wrap
challenge.
this up.
Yeah, we gotta
I
input
feel
some
like-
footage from that. Yeah, it was a 1 o'clock tea time. We said it already.
All right.
This is the be all end all for who's the greatest golfer. I said 1v1. He was talking a lot of shit.
At 1 p.m.
Ooh.
1 p.m.
You guys
1v1
are
at
gonna
1
tee
p.m.
off?
He was talking shit.
All right.
He
Is
said,
it 1 p.m.
He
right
said
now?
-5, hole in one.
Oh snap! Well,
Blase blah.
looks like we gotta end that episode there. And this time,
wanted to do this on the camera. I wanted to eat a Timbit.
okay.
On microphone. Microphone is back here. So.
ASMR.
I'm just gonna mute your microphone.
Don't mute me.
Well, because the first time we were doing it, it was a part 1. This is the
Yeah.
part 2, and now I get to play the outro music. So, where can the people find you, Alicia? Online.
Pardon?
Where can they find you
Oh,
online?
joke.
Oh, at all Alicia Art on Instagram. That's it. Buy my dumb bitch juice shirts. I'm selling them for $40.
Nice.
You can get them in pink, white, or black.
I don't support alcohol anymore.
It's not alcohol. It's dumb bitch juice. Okay, it can be whatever you want it to be.
That sounds like tequila. That sounds like tequila to me.
You can be whatever dumb bitch juice is your dumb bitch juice.
Water. Water.
It's tequila.
Drinking water, coffee. And
Where can the people find you, Brody?
is dumb bitch juice? Is there like a sexual reference in there? Just real quick before we get to
No.
where they can find me.
It can be if you want it to be.
Maybe it was like
It's up for
womanly
interpretation.
Juices. I said maybe it was like womanly juices.
I based it on a Monster can because I was drinking like I'm addicted to Monster.
No,
There's
no
reason
innuendo
for-
in there.
No,
Alright.
no reason.
I can insert it
Sexual.
in.
You can insert it. What?
Got a thing. See,
Oh,
I alley ooped you.
Yeah, I hit the.
It happened. Still good. I
What
like
did you
it.
do? What is that?
You missed it.
Know where you can find me, Dante?
You can find Brody at the Little Exclusive on Monday, June 12th.
He's got it.
Come check us out.
Or probably like last Monday, June.
I know,
12th.
right? Monday, June 12th, 2024, when this comes out. If I fix the storage crisis.
Check out YouTube.
Yeah.
Look out for YouTubes.
Yeah, check-
YouTubes and ROAs.
Yeah. You guys can follow me at CHEZDANTE. Make sure you guys check out the Patreon. If you want to support the page, the profile, the platform. You can subscribe to the Patreon.
Remember how I ended it last time?
No.
Gay as fuck, Dante. Remember what
No,
I was
I don't
wilding on the end of his episode?
I don't
Alicia
pride.
could co-sign it this time.
It's
right?
pride.
I don't
Gay
remember.
as fuck.
That's what I was doing. It was gay. You don't remember me saying gay as fuck at the end of it?
No, I don't.
Yeah. I'm trying to sell these pieces, and there's these guys that won't support white straight dudes.
Someone wants to buy a shirt.
Go sell
okay.
stuff.
All right.
Well, we got a
Bye.
sale.
You know
Adios.
what? Gay as fuck.
It's fuck.
I gotta
All
say I'm
right.
gay as fuck to sell some shit.
Make sure you guys check out the Patreon for the low cost of a Caribou ice cap from Tim Hortons.
Ooh.
That's all it costs. I know y'all love ice caps. I know you buy more than one ice cap a month. All right, substitute one ice cap for a subscription to the Patreon. Until then, peace.
See ya.
What's up, explorers? Hope you enjoyed the episode. Just a reminder, once again, if you haven't already, go ahead and check the link in the description below to join our Patreon. There you'll find exclusive behind-the-scenes content that's not for the YouTube, just for the Patreon, just for those that want to go that next step further and support the page. So yeah, go ahead and check it out. And if you guys enjoyed this episode, leave a comment. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, what you would like to see, if you have any topics. But you know, topic is for the Patreon members only. So go ahead and check out the Patreon. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. Later. Peace.
Was this outro music?
Further.
I'm sorry.
You said my skills extend farther than the basketball court. Farther relates to distance. Further is a definition of degree. You should have said further.